disclaimer. Listen, y'all, if you work for a company, you gotta follow the rules and guidelines that govern that company. You can't come in there with a good idea without running it through the highest chambers of operation, okay? I'm taking you to Akron, Ohio. Ain't that where Bow Wow is from? I don't know. But there's a employee that worked at a public school district. He's now suspended. And when I say he, I am going to tell you that his name is Steven Keenan. Okay? Now, Steven is suspended and they're possibly looking to fire him because he decided the school needed some more lawnmowers. Okay? And so what he did was he came up with an idea within himself. He said, I'm going to sell the lawnmowers and buy some new ones. Now, I don't know if Steve wanted to cut the grass. I don't know if Steve felt that he was the upper authority to make all the decisions for the school. And I don't think he remembered that he has to go through the school board first. Okay, you just can't come in and do what you want to do unless your name is on the deed. Now, the crazy part about it, because I was highly confused of what went on and why was it wrong. So I'm going to break it down to you. Now, the Akron Public School Board agenda indicates that Mr. Steven, who is the administrator, traded 11 district lawnmowers. And, you know, it's not the little push lawnmower. It's probably that little, you know, industrial one that they sit on and they ride and cut the football fields type stuff. And he sold them to a vendor. He didn't ask for no permission. He just gathered up a truck or two and he removed them from the private property of the school and went to a vendor, trading them off to the vendor. Then what he did was bought the same lawnmowers he traded into the vendor back at a family and friends discount. Glass. And instead of him paying more, he was only paying the vendor approximately, and we want to say allegedly, because I don't do their checking in their savings. Okay, $5,693.32. And yes, that's US dollars. Okay. Outside of the 7 lawnmowers that he sold out of the 11 that he was attempting to sell overall, the ones that he brought from the friends and family discount under the 5,600, 5 of them he placed on Facebook Market. And according to the school board, he was asking for those 5 lawnmowers. It never belonged to him from the get-go. He was asking for a total sale price of $14,700 US dollars. Sir, what kind of scandal you running? Where's Judge Mathis? Because it's sounding crackheadish. It's sounding crackheadish. Now, I don't know if his intentions were good. It does not sound like it was good at all. Because if you took the lawnmowers unauthorized, sold them to a vendor, traded them into that vendor, and then turned back around in the same transaction, bought them back from the vendor for $5,600. You then took whatever you had left and said, I'm going to put these remaining ones on Marketplace, Facebook, or whatever offer up, or whatever other site to sell externally. You asked for a price of $14,000. Sir, what was you going to do with the difference? Let's do the math. I'm just going to do blank math. I'm not going to do it exact. So $14,700 and you had $5,600. What was you going to do with the $9,100, Steven? What was you going to do, Steven? You got this Stone Cold Steve Austin haircut slick back, and I'm trying to figure out, why did you think this was a good idea? When they were ready to cut the grass, Steven, what was they going to cut the grass with? Scissors? You just thought that they was just not going to notice 11 lawnmowers gone? You know it take a while to sell stuff on the marketplace. And even if you did, like I said, the school never gave you authority to do it. So how would they have known? You know the school ain't getting rid of nothing. They going to use it until the wheels fall off, sir. You had a friends and family discount? What inside vendor did you go to, sir? How much did you get for the trade-in? Like, I got questions. Now, right now, they're saying that they're feeling that you're violating the code of conduct. You did, sir. That's stolen property with a profit to never return the investment in the first place. It's given, did y'all run his background? Now, I'm not discrediting what he does as a teacher or an administrator, but sir, there's a math class on campus. You should have did the damn math. There's a history class with probably code and laws and all that stuff going on. Sir, how you lose your damn job on your day off? Now, they said that they have you suspended right now, but they're pushing to try to fire you, sir. This is not a good look. You're not going to get unemployment. Were you bored? Why was the lawnmower such a big deal, Steven? Steven, why didn't you ask nobody, Steven? You can't judge a book by its cover, but you want to cover the front page of every news station outlet. Steven, this is not a good way to lose your job. Now, my only question is to you, what would you gonna do with the roughly $9,100, $9,200 worth of a profit in between? And then the lawnmowers that you were hoping to buy, how much was one? And what were you planning, like, what were you planning on doing, buying a new lawnmower a few years, better than the ones that you traded in? Because you're spinning me in circles because there's no end point with this. How did you get the stuff without nobody seeing you putting in your car? What did you tell them? I'm about to go get an oil change. Like, what did you do? But again, that's your business, because at the end of the day, you ain't got no business, because you turned around and tried to make a side business from a school district's perspective, and they don't like that. That doesn't speak integrity, because you definitely did what you want to do when nobody was looking, and it wasn't in a good taste. Now, if you see this video, then come back and tell me the math that you was doing, because it wasn't mathing either way. It was definitely smelling like a scandal. But you know what? Maybe in Ohio, y'all just let everything fly under the radar, because baby, ain't no way that many lawnmowers going at one time and ain't nobody said, where them lawnmowers at? Where them lawnmowers at? Because y'all have to cut the grass often. Steven, you just got me all confused. It's confusion in the illusion that you thought you was helping the school out. Anyway, baby, I'm just a messenger. It's your girl, Shaunie B. If you're cool with your girl, go on food with your girl. Make sure you check out my website. Yes, www.shauniebeentertainment.com. Check out the fan gear. You got option to drop donations, but never any pressure to do either of the two, because I see the likes, the shares, the comments means the world to me. So I just want to tell you thank you from my lips to your ears for rocking with me, because y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all come keep me company, and that's dope. I love that. Let's hop in the comments, because again, this story is so highly confusing. Because first of all, it had me stopped at a hard stop when it said he took the 11, lawnmowers from private property, school private property, government funded property. I knew right then it wasn't going to be good for him. But then to see that he turned around, traded it, bought it back at a friends and family discount that we still don't know what the discount was for and how much that other person was going to sell it for. We just don't know. It's just too many digits and stuff going around. Ain't nobody explaining it on paper now. I need carbon copy paper. And then you didn't turn around, try to flip it on Facebook market for $14,000, and you have no explanation of what you was gonna do with the difference, or when you was gonna replace what you thought you was about to sell. That's the part where it sounds like theft, sir. It sounds like theft all damn day long. Now, unless these were 11 lawnmowers that were not in use and you just saw a purpose for them, then maybe I would say it's theft. But it's still not, something's not adding up, sir. There's a lot of subtracting. And not a lot of adding now. But they adding up that they fired you, because that's what they're trying to do. But you going to come tell us, because you got to plead your case. But, sir, you can't do what you want to do when your name ain't on the building, okay? But until next time, y'all. Next story. And I'm out this. Peace.